What's up everyone, Nethervvoid here with more Factorio for you, episode 32! I have a lot of stuff I've done, as you can see. Ripped everything out. Got some new stuff down here. One thing I wanted to show you really quick before these guys pick them up is I've got logistics robots now, and what they're doing is picking up all this junk and putting it into the logistics system. But you can see there's quite a bit. Let me just pick the rest of this up because they're really slow at this. They only right now can pick up 2 items at a time. I've got, how many? I've got, if you look over to the right there, 93 logistics robots. Actually, it's construction robots picking those up and putting them into the storage system. So if you look at my main bus, it looks a lot different, obviously. There are now 8 spaces between the 2 main bus, the copper and the iron bus right here, and these are storage chests hooked into the logistics system. So I'm just going to go dump these. Actually, I think, yeah, okay. Let's dump those stone bricks in there. I've got storage chests all up and down the main bus so that it's easy for logistics and construction bots to get to and from any storage space they need. And as you can see, I'm also starting to place these roboports strategically along my bus as well. They will also be all along the new areas where I'm building to make it so I can use the logistics system. So now that you know a little bit about what I've got going, so I've got all those construction bots, 185 of them, which I used to strip everything out. They put everything into these boxes. So now what I need to do is tell them to build things. And I can use blueprints, which you can see I've already got a couple blueprints for different things here. And I can basically just say, hey, well, let's get out of this. It should just do this. Hey, build this. I can stamp it down. I can push R to rotate it. As you can see, I've already been stamping it down here to like rebuild walls and do other things really fast. And what that'll do is the construction bots will go to these supply chests, pull out the needed items, and go place them and fly back to the ports. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Also, these ports do have storage space. They can only hold a certain amount of bots. As you can see here, these are for repair packs. I don't have any currently in there. There are some in the system. If you mouse over the storage chest, you can see what is in the storage system, or the logistics system, rather. How many repair kits? It doesn't say. Doesn't say. You know what I'm going to do? Let's pop. Is that what I wanted there? Yeah, I guess it is. Let's give this guy like half of this. I think they'll go pick them up from here. So let's open these up. Oops, wrong. Let's put like half. There we go. Now they have more repair packs. Does it see how many they have? It doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Eventually I'll be auto-crafting those anyway. So I've got my steel all set up with the new electric forges. They do take 5 red chips, which is really hard for me to produce. When I had everything taken down, I didn't have a way to produce new red chip sets. And I was using those a lot to create more bots. So yeah, running out of red chip sets, but that's fine. If you go look at the way the system works here, it's still a buffer system. It just works a little bit different. These are passive provider chests. That means this will store whatever items you give to it. And it says, hey, I have these available. To the logistics system, it says, hey, I have whatever I'm containing available for you to come pick up. And it'll sit in that chest until logistics bots come pick it up and move it to wherever it's needed. An active provider chest, on the other hand, will physically will tell the bots, look, get rid of the stuff that's in my box. I don't want anything in here. Move it off to storage chests or wherever it's needed. I don't see a lot of use for the active one, except if you want to keep a box empty. I'm not exactly sure. In this case, I could use it to actively fill my buffers here, which these are requester chests. That could be a thing, but see, in the requester chest, if I just run over here and click, I can tell it how much to keep in here. So it's going to keep 500 steel plates in here at all times. So I don't really need to push over here. Really, I'm using this as the buffer. Sorry about that, I need to drink some water here. My throat's kind of getting dry. Allergy season over here in California, which if you've ever lived here or even been here during allergy season, it's pretty bad. One of the worst in the world, apparently, because of the amount of different types of trees and different vegetables and stuff that we have, or flowers and crap. So anyway, little side note there. So what this does is, when I pick, let's just pull a stack of 100 out of here and see what happens. So I pulled a stack of 100. Now this guy's low by about 99. We'll see what happens. So here comes some logistics bots saying, hey, look, this chest does not have 500. We need to remedy that right now. So they can pull some out of the storage chest, and there are still a little bit of steel in there. But what they're going to do is pull out of these provider chests in this buffer. Now these are not set to any. It's just, hey, as many as you can pull. I want you to pull full boxes. I don't even care. Now you can lock these down, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But right now I'm just letting them fill up. I don't really care. We'll have a massive buffer in here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't care if these are lopsided. See how obviously I don't have a system for keeping these having the same amount in each one, because this system will try to the bots will keep these guys topped off at the same amount so that these guys can work at an even throughput, right? I can have all 8 inserters working at the max throughput, and none of them will have empty boxes. The only issue with this system can be if you have more outflow than your bots can move. Remember, they can generally, when you start, they can only move 1 item each, but I've upgraded them to 2 items each using, and I'm not sure it's going to show it, because yeah, it's the Logistic Robot Cargo Size 1, which allowed me to, now they can carry 2 each. So the next level is hours. It looks like hours anyway. 60 seconds times 300, I think that's 5 hours. That can wait. I don't need it that bad. So that's how this system works. You can see there's the steel bus. And if you come over here, I've set the copper and iron buses up pretty much the same. I rerouted these, so I don't want anything to be too compact like that and collapsed in. And I've reset the output to make as much surface area as possible, as far as these 2 guys trying not to get in their way as much as possible. So you can see I kind of routed all in, capillary action style into a 4 belt balancer here. And also feeding my steel setup here, I've got a lot of balancing here for each of these lines, because I want to make sure all 4 of these belts get maximum, can all share the load for this steel line, because it is going to be producing a lot of steel and sucking up a lot of iron. So these are the same. They hold 400 or 500 apiece. I had these set at like 3,000, but there's no point, because basically what this says is, look, don't push out anything unless you have 10,000 plates, right? In the logistic network. Okay? So if we have 16 boxes times 500, that's, well, I guess it's only 8,000. I might have to actually amp these up. See, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, this is 24 boxes, isn't it? Wait, no. 1, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Oh, it is only 8,000. So we do need to bump these up a little bit. They just happen to have more than 500. Let's bump these to 1,000. So I can just do it like this. And then just right click. Oops, not that. Oh, I took half. There we go. So I think I can shift right click. Yeah, there we go. I clicked the wrong thing. Shift right click. You can see the bots will get right into action, moving those items into the iron buffer. So the guys downstream, and that guy did not get copied, if you can see the red. The guys upstream here will just take as much as you can give them. So the iron is going to run and run and run and run. It's never going to stop until they're all filled up, basically. I did reset also the ore up top there, the ore interface into the forge. I set it to max out at 60K, so it will stop at 60K. Once there's 60K in this network right here, and this is the active, and actually that's never going to stop, is it? Because I don't think it works off passive. I don't think this counts as part of the network. Because if you look at, see, oh yeah, it does. 56,000 iron plates, see that? 59,000 copper plates if you look to the top right there. So it is considering these chests as well. Some of these chests are not completely full, I don't think. Yeah, see, so we've got a little ways to go before we've got 60K. Once we hit 60K, all plate production will stop for iron. Same thing with copper. So we probably want to change... Oh, these are still set to 2K. Why don't we set these to 1K? We don't need that much space in here. And the bots will start working based on whatever you set it at. They don't reread this until they drop stuff off. So that's why, as you can see, I went down below the threshold here. And so it started wanting to reload. So let's look at a few of these, make sure they're 1K. Let's see what this one is down here. I've not set anything up like that for the steel. I could set these up as smart inserters to say, look, don't pull a steel bar out unless you have less than a certain amount of steel. I'm not sure I'm going to do that because I don't want to expand this buffer very much, so I'll probably just let it fill up. And these guys are at 500. That means I'm going to have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 steel as my buffer. But if you look at steel, I already have 10. That's because these guys have a lot of junk in them. These say, look, you got to have more than 5,000 to produce. Obviously, I have more. They're pumping out items. So actually, this should be greater than like 3,000. Let's put this as 3,000. There we go. And we'll just copy all the settings down. There we go. So that's how this system's going to work now. I think it's a lot more robust than the previous system. Also, I don't have to deal with the circuits and stuff like that. I also put 2 roboports here to help recharge the bots as they're kind of refilling these plate areas. Like if I get a big burst, the robots are going to be moving around like mad dogs. And they don't hold much of an electric charge, so they need to charge these roboports. And there's only 4 charging spaces. So your bots can actually be waiting to charge up. There's also one here, so that's a little, they can go there if they need it. But that's really the revamp here for the plate system here, the buffer, and also the steel buffer. So this is just me running all this stone up here to make a receiving station up here for stone, a proper warehouse for stone. Got a couple ports, putting in roboports everywhere. As you can see over here, I've reset these guys to use the logistics network, not the circuit. Everything else here is the same. That's really what I wanted to show you. Also, what I want to get done, I'm going to be ripping that out also eventually once I get this all set up. I want to create concrete. That's what I'm going to need for my new areas. You'll see my new areas are going to be pretty high-level stuff. I want to make them kind of like rooms with gates and everything, and I just think it looks cooler. It's going to help me with like kind of logically, or I guess it's physically, separating my areas of my manufacturing, right? I want all inserters in a room, you know, all assemblers in a room, stuff like that. That's how I want to do it. So I'm going to need stone bricks, iron ore, and water. So iron ore I can actually get from up here. I'm just going to pull it right off the belts right here. Let me see if I'm in the logistics network here. If I just pick one of these up, I'm not. I'm going to put my build up here. So I need another roboport up here so that the orange area covers, because I'm going to tell it to go get stone slabs from the network. So why don't we put this here? Alright, let's put it there. Now I got to run some power to it, obviously. There, now it has power. Give it a light. I can't give it a light. Let's do it here. Then let's just pull ore right off this system. As you can see, I'm starting to run out. This is getting really small. In fact, these just ran out. So I'm going to have to get that train station set up relatively soon to start pulling ore. Actually, no, I can pull ore from over here if you look at the map. I've got one more spot to pull a bunch of ore from, so I'll be working on that soon. I'll be doing the same thing with coal, because my coal is also drying up. My warehouse is getting pretty empty. So let's get this set up real quick. We're just going to make some quick concrete here. I'm going to request, let's request some of these dudes. Where are they? Assembly machine 2. I don't know. I don't need 50, but let's just get 50. The bots are going to take a long time to fly up here. Also because since the storage chests are all down here, or they're right here, they're going to have to a lot of times pick up stuff from here, fly it all the way up. So we might want to find a better way to do that. One of the things I want to do, and I haven't actually done any of this research off camera. I did a lot of stuff offline, but didn't do any research because I wanted to do it all on camera. I want to get another space for personal logistics. Now I'll tell you what that is in a sec. Thought there was a spot where I could get that. Yeah, here it is. I want logistics slots. So let's start that. Oh, I don't have any research set up. But basically that means another row here where I can request things. Those bots should be getting up here by now. Yeah, here they come. What else am I going to need? I should have requested at the same time. I'm going to need pipe, not this plastic crap. So pipe to ground. I don't need steel chests. I do need regular pipe. I'm going to need something else. See, they're recharging and just going back down into this roboport. So let's see. I've got these dudes. Let's set those guys up. Not exactly sure how the water is going to be for this. We're going to say concrete. We'll turn it in so all the water's coming in on that side. I need, let's create, if I can, yeah, okay, let's create an offshore pump. Don't really want to request one of those. Let's just put it in here. I can run the water down here. What else do I need to make this stuff? Iron ore, stone brick, and water. So stone brick I can put on the iron ore. So let's do this with the iron ore here. Let's do this. Actually, we can do this. It's already getting help, so let's do this. Let's pull it off like that. I see. And then we'll put the brick coming in from right here. So why don't we say, look, I want you to put stone brick down on this line, right? And I want to do a requester chest, so I'm going to need some requester chests. So let's get some of those. See, they're all waiting to charge. That's why I put 2 of them down there. So let's get some belt in here to just kind of get this system all set up. There we go. I'm not going to need those. So there we go. We're going to put the stone slabs here and then run this thing all the way up like this. So let's move those. So we're going to put these right here. Go. Oh. Is it going to be a problem? No, we'll use long-handed inserters to get rid of that. Let's do 4 of them. Nope. Alright. Alright, so let's turn these. We'll have water just coming in on the backside here. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to run through here, which is fine. Did I get my pipe? Yes, I did. See, these logistic spots are pretty awesome. It's going to make building stuff a lot easier. Really what it is, the blueprints are going to make things insanely easier. So we'll put fast inserters in, like that, and then we'll do long inserters out. Do I have any? I don't. So let's get some. Give me some long inserters. Also, I don't need these anymore, so we'll put those in the trash. The logistics bots will pick those up and put them back in the system. Alright, sweet. So let's get some power while we're just sitting here waiting. And we'll get this other belt set up. It's going to be running this direction as well. That can't go there. Let's put him down there. So that means this guy's going to have to go there. And there. There we go. And then we'll just have to hook him up like this. There. So now we got belts coming out. And we'll put it into a chest right here. And what I'm going to... Let's see. I'm making concrete. Let's do a smart inserter into a passive provider chest. So we've got our long inserters. That's plenty. Let's get a passive provider chest. I don't think I have that many, but I think I have enough to do this. Set up our long inserters to get out of here. And again, that is not going to work. Let's put it here. Oops. There we go. Let's put these. I want them all on the same side. There we go. Just for fun. Oh, I need stone bricks, huh? Did I get a requester chest? I did. So this is going to request... Oops, thought I placed it. This is going to request stone brick. 100 should do it. 100 would be good. Let's make it 200. These things have a hard time pulling from the system. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in a smart inserter here that says you're only going to pull stone when stone is greater than, I don't know, let's say 1,000. I don't want to run this thing out because we're going to need walls too. Then if stone is greater than 1,000, go ahead and produce or pull from that chest. And so on this side, we're going to say, look, we're providing whatever's in there. And this is going to say, we only need to pick this up if we have less than, I don't know, let's say less than 500 concrete. Pull. So, oops, no, concrete less than 500. So, now you might think, wow, 1 ore for concrete? No, it's 1 ore. I'm sorry, you get, for 5 stone bricks and iron ore and 10 water, you get 10 concrete. So that's not that bad. And it's not putting it in. Why is it not? Concrete's less than 500. Go. Still not doing it. How can you make this nothing? Right-click it. There we go. Oh, put it in. There we go. Put the wrong thing in there, dude. Alright, let's trash... yeah, let's put that in the network. There we go. So see, they're keeping it stocked. They're not going to be able to keep it all that stocked. Let's put this up to 500, so they'll keep restocking it. They have to go a long way to get those bricks, though. Looks like it can't keep it supplied fast enough. Maybe we need to move this. Maybe we need to do this. Let's see. Let's do that. Nope, we got to do it one more out. So I'm going to need, basically the reason I'm doing this concrete right now is because, well, I already told you my builds require it, kind of, and I wanted to get this going because it is going to take a while. So this says dump if you have more than, not equal to, more than 1,000 stone bricks. There we go. So also you have to be really careful with this logistic network condition here. If you put equal for a box, like, hey, this box has to have a certain amount, remember the logistics bots, they read the box once, then they pick something up to bring it to that box. So if when they read it, it has 99, and you say it has to be equal to 100 for something to operate, well, you probably have 10 bots bringing you stuff, so it's not going to have 100. It's going to have like 109, and then your condition here won't work. So the equals condition is really... Oh yeah, that's right. We want stone bricks in here. We forgot to tell it. It's really picky. And so it's not that useful. Okay, cool. We're getting stone bricks down here. How's that happening? Oh, it just had a backlog. Okay. So you can see we've got a lot of concrete in here already. So let me get rid of that. I don't need these. Let me request up some concrete. I want to always have 100 on me. So these guys are going to come up. Let's drop some of this steel too. I don't need so much steel on me. Oh, I do have 12 chipsets I created off camera or whatever. I also don't need this. I don't need this either. So there we go. These guys are waiting to charge, then they're going to drop their stuff here. Yeah, it can't keep up, which is fine. That should keep us in concrete for a little while. We will need something that makes us stone brick. So we'll be doing concrete and stone brick in a special area down here, but right now it's not that big a deal. So this is another cool thing. Check this out. Boom. Get rid of that stuff and give it to me. Right? So the construction bots will come over here and rip all that stuff out. I won't have to worry about it. And that piece too, I guess. Let's just... Yeah, there we go. There, perfect. You do want to have roboports quite close to your bots, because what will happen is if they have to go really far, they will basically run out of power and slow boat it back to the closest place they can get to. The closest roboport, which could take them a while, and then you have to have a lot more bots than normal because you don't have enough roboports. So let's rip all this out. We don't need any of this anymore, which is cool. I love this because now I don't have to micromanage this thing. I don't think we need any of this. Probably don't need this either. It's not powering anything, right? There we go. Alright. Sweet. I think that's enough storage chests. I might have to put more eventually. Depends on how much crap I have. I'm also going to have to figure out a way to like kill off items. I don't want them storing massive amounts of stuff everywhere. I do think that the storage items in storage have priority, so they'll dump. But we saw with the steel, they don't necessarily have priority. It would really be nice to have the storage have priority so that you can get rid of stuff in a storage chest before you make more, right? Or take it out of these areas where you're producing. So anyway, let's get to the next piece. We only have 6 minutes left. I want to do some stuff on camera. Basically what I'm going to be building, and we'll start building our stuff next time. I want to get some more of these, and you can see that's something I was using as part of my main bus template there. I think we can get rid of it now. I don't need it for now. I'll just recopy. So let's right-click to get rid of that so I can reuse this blueprint. What I'm going to do is let's request up a whole bunch of walls. And I need more than 50 walls. Why don't we do about 200 walls. 50 gates should be good. And I've got the concrete already. I want roboports, but I think I have all the roboports I have right now. I don't think I have any more. Let's see if I have any more roboports. I wonder if we can scroll at some point. Well, let's just request a bunch. See if I can get any more. Roboports. Boom. Let's get 5 of those. So they'll be getting me a wall, different stuff like that. I think I'm kind of running out of wall, but I'm really going to rip this out anyway. So the first thing I want to make is my gears area. I actually have a huge... I've been kind of eyeballing the main bus in Visio. Well, it's actually a free program that's like Visio where I can kind of lay out my main bus and look at what groups require items from other groups. So I can put those production of those items next to each other. Like inserters near science, because science consumes inserters. So I don't want that to have to travel all the way halfway across the map, right? I want those to be side by side. So I've been working on that off camera. I think I'm almost ready to go with it. But first, I'm just going to create a template for the room that I want to set up for this. I'm going to have 4 spaces between the main bus and this side bus here. There's also going to be a side bus over here for electronic circuits. But gears will be down here. And I'll also be pulling electronic circuits to run on this side as well. Steel's going to be down here. Inserters won't be down here, so that's one thing we shouldn't have to deal with. So let's start crafting up this whole thing. Let's get rid of this. That's something I'm not going to need because I'm going to be expanding. Let's do that. That way I won't ruin that part. So you can see the construction bots will pick it up. Let's start building our first little base here that I want to do. We can get rid of these too. Why aren't they picking these up? They're really slow, that's why. So did we get any more roboports? We didn't. I don't think we have any more, which is fine. Let's request... What did I want to request? I think we're good. I think we have everything we need. We don't need these. We need this. We don't need inserters. We need gates. I know I made some gates. Where are they? Give me gates. We don't need these. We don't need these anymore either. Man, hurry up and pick these up, dudes. Ah, there's my main bus. Let's keep that one. This is like my standard one I'm going to keep on the hotbar, just to kind of really quickly create stuff. Okay, my gates are coming in. So let's start setting this up. This is going to be probably a 2-line thing. I'm also going to set up a whole bunch of... I'm also going to set up assemblers. So let's say we're going to have 2 lines on each one of these. Right? This is my basic assembler build. So let's say I want some assemblers. Where are you? Give me assemblers. And then I'm also going to set up some regular... Oh, let's see. Let's wait till we get some assemblers. So we'll have an assembler here. 6. Okay, there we go. So let's do something like this. What I'm going to do is set up kind of a standard, and then I'll build this out every time, and then what I'll do is just deconstruct the stuff I don't need. So we'll do that. We have plenty of longhand inserters as well. And then I'm just going to set this up as a standard. So what we also need is power. I think that will do. The thing is, we need some overlap, don't we? There we go. And then we'll put lights in here as a standard. There. That's a fairly good standard build. We're also going to need out, right? Onto a belt is going to be the standard. I was kind of thinking it would be kind of cool to have stuff out. Well, there really is no way to do it, because you can't have a curved inserter. That's what they need next. That'd be kind of cool. So this guy will go out on a belt, who will then load stuff into... Actually, I want these to be smart. What I'm going to do... Well, the thing... Yeah, I guess these gears will be at the end of a box, or a passive provider chest, right? There we go. So this guy just puts a bunch of stuff in there. He doesn't care. Actually, it would be good to have... Where do I want my smart inserter? Do I want it coming out of it, or do I want it going in? Because the nice thing about this is it will stop producing. But that's only if there's enough in the logistics system. And then the problem with storage chests is stuff could be in storage, and then you might not have enough because there won't be none in this box. Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. I don't know, I kind of want these to just be standard, I think. For now. There we go. And then I'll probably just set this box up as a circuit, which you can do with these boxes. It'll say, okay, put in the box, right, and list the box. Now, do we have wire? Let's get some wire. Let's get red wire. Where are you? 200, wow. Don't bring me that many. Let's do like 10. I don't need 200. Because, man, this is taking forever. Okay, so they've dumped that. Let's see if there's anything more. Well, we don't need wood. That's another thing I wanted to show you real quick. Check this out. You want to clear this wood out? Boom. They'll clear it out. No problems. They'll just go pick up the wood and put it in the system. We're going to need power on this side as well, aren't we? Let's just mirror image the other side here. I also want to put a RoboPort in this build. That looks decent. The only thing is that doesn't leave any space. So what I'm going to do, let's get this all built out, and then I'll make a copy of it. All right, we've got some stuff. Let's hook this up. I wonder if it'll hook up circuit networks too. This is going to say if the circuit network gears, yeah, if gears are greater than 4,000, right? Because that's almost the whole box. Or less than. Well, won't it just fill the box up then? Does it need to matter? Does it need to care? Do I want 4,000 gears? How about just 1,000? If the gears are less than 1,000, operate. Right? Okay, cool. So that's all set up. Now I just have to set those as gears, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, this should probably be unconfigured. Can't unconfigure it. Let's just set it to 0. Because remember, I'm saving it in a template, right? Oops. I'm saving it in a blueprint, so I don't want to set to anything. Alright, there we go. So let's save this as a blueprint. And you can see what it's telling you. Hey, I'm going to put all this in the blueprint. Say, okay, that looks good. Now you can set the icons up here. So I'm going to say, yes, this is an assembly machine, transport belt. I'm going to say it's regular inserters. And, I don't know, it's got a smart chest or something. It's got a passive provider. We'll just say that. Then I pick it up. Now I can stamp that down. So that's going to be the start of my little stamping down, you know, kind of standardized rooms for construction. But now I want to kill this, right? Because it's not where I want it, remember? Then I'm going to rebuild it. I'm going to move it over a little bit because I want that RoboPort in there. About right there. The RoboPort's about in the middle of the room. Actually, to be about the middle of the room is going to be like that because I'm going to have some space in the front so I can do inputs and outputs. So I'm going to need a little bit of space. So I think right there will be good. Let's kill off some more trees. Let's do like that. Let's get rid of those trees. They're in my way. I love that feature. Alright, so let's put this guy, I want to say about right there. What's that? So there's 3, right? 4. That looks good. But that's not the middle. If that's the middle, then we're going to need one more right here. These rooms are going to be really large. But this is the other side of the room, right? Let's see how they do it. Do they put down the circuit system and everything? That would be cool. Oh, they do. Look, it's hooked up. That is cool. Nice. That's awesome. So you can see okay, they're done. It even has a red circuit connected. Okay, cool. So off camera, I'm going to be building some templates for these rooms. That's going to let us, and let's actually use some concrete. I should have some on me. Let's concrete in this area. Now with concrete, this is a 4 square area. I can make it larger by pushing number lock, the number plus, right, and minus. So let's do, the thing with this is you can't pick it up. I don't even know if you can deconstruct it. Let's try that. Let's do this. And let's go negative. Oh no, that's not it. Negative. Let's just do one piece. Now let's put it over here. I'm going to be putting something here anyway, so let's see if I can pick it up. So I placed it down. Now, I don't think I can deconstruct it. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. That's good. I was worried that because when I did a test with it, I couldn't pick it back up. You can't manually pick it back up. You need robots. So let's go like this. I think, right? Maybe one bigger. All right. Let's cement this whole thing in. I'm not going to have enough to do the whole thing. Yeah, I ran out. So we should maybe make this like 500. You go through this stuff pretty fast. And we really need to set up, I'll be setting up that science offline too, or off camera, because I need to get a couple of these really easy ones done. I have plenty of science, so you just need to set up the labs again. So that's going to do it for now. When we come back next episode, I'll be showing you all my templates for manufacturing rooms, and they'll all have a standard setup, and we can get to producing our items just like we were before, and we can start moving forward with the nice version 3 of the base. So let me know what you think in the comment section, how you do this, and as always everyone, stay frosty.